You're watching the 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Yash Technologies.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the afternoon game of MILC Minor League Cricket 2024 presented by Yash Technologies. We've got a game between New England's Eagle and NYC Titans here. Both the teams had a disappointing season. They'll play to improve their scorecards and improve their standings on the points table. Yeah, this is what the teams from New England's look like. Usman Ashraf, Rizwan Mazhar, the top order opening pair, and then Apurva Meshram, Rishikesh Bodugam, Vasudev Reddy, Amit Patel, and Earl Henningham, accompanied by Noman Iftikhar, Burhan Saeed, Samarth Tiwari, and Joshua Danai. That's the New England Eagles squad for you, who won the toss and elected to bat first. And this is what the NYC Titans look like. They've got Kavam Patton Jr. on the top. Siddhant Pillai will be his partner, I'm presuming. Shashank Krishnamurthy, Emmanuel Sicharan, Omkar Zob, and Mario Loban is the middle order. And Mario Loban being the opening bowler and the striker at times who opens the bowlings. And Viral Parekh, Ravish Kanchi, and Raj Mohammed will go alongside with three other bowlers who will accompany their bowling. Usman Ashraf for New England Eagles. We are ready here, NYC Titans, ready to rear with the first ball in the afternoon game. Viru Parekh has got the ball. Hopefully he shall be taking a slip in position. We've seen a little trick from the pitch. They've got a rough patch too. And there's the spot, the rough patch. You've got two of the NYC Titans players looking at it. There's a good bounce and carry from the wicket. It shouldn't change much except for that one crack that may open up a little bit more for the spinner, aiding the spinners for the turn. Just a minute before we start the game, they're having some concerns over pitcher. In the meantime, while we wait along, we'll take a look at the points table, what it looks like. Bottom of the table, NYC Titans, they've won only one with 2 points. In New England's, they've also only one game out of 6 they've played. And this is what the table looks like. Somerset Cavaliers comfortably stationed at the first berth with 2.63 net run rate, and they are looking the team favorite, hot favorites to make that to playoffs. Three positions only, and New Jersey, Somerset Cavaliers are the team in contention. And now, when we take a look at New England Eagles and New York Titans, good news for them from this points table is that one team surely will improve on their points and their run rate. Nothing to take away from this game that they can qualify. The chances are no for either of the teams to qualify for the Super 8s, but definitely they can look on to finish the season on the high. The Philadelphians, however, have finished their run with 8 games of the league. They've won 5 and lost 3. One came against the New York Titans for them, 10 games, and Manhattan Yorkers, who have also finished their run for the league, sitting at 6 here. So 2 games here. So the teams can try to improve their standings. If they manage to win 2 games from here, improve their run rate, they can hang on to spot number 4. There's much to take from the game, much to learn. It's not a dead rubber, but every game teaches you something or the other. We may also want to take a look at what the New England Eagles squad or the NYC Titan squads looks like, just to give you a little more insight of the players they've got in their team. Mario Loban has been one of the players for the NYC Titans, but on the other side, New England Eagles, pretty formidable, but just an off season this year for 2024 minor league cricket for them. Interesting combination with Usman Ashraf and Rizwan Mazhar, who's played cricket and might be the players that want to look on to. Earl Hemmingham hasn't got started really with 2 matches, 27 runs, brings a lot to the table. And then Samad Tiwari on the other side, who really hasn't got going in the season. Noman Iftikhar, 36 matches, 35 wickets. There's much to learn. It's just that the coordinates of the team did not fit in well, and this is one of the odd seasons for New England Eagle. But on the other side, for NYC Titans, how efficient will see Mario Loban has been with 6 matches and 12 wickets. So you'll have to take a look at his, especially the economy, how frugally he bowls, especially when required with 5.69, a high tall action which comes in. And then Omkar Zob, 7 matches, 39 runs, a young potential which they can try to groom and ensure that he plays in the likes of the experienced veterans and who's got the company of Viral Parekh, who's got 6 matches, 3 wickets, 21 runs. A fan of NY and the MLC. You can see that from his posture. Emmanuel Sicharan, who takes on the middle order. Emmanuel Sicharan's played 13 matches, 5 wickets, 17 runs. His highest is 18. They look on from this left arm off spinner to contribute a little more to the table when they are playing against the New England Eagles here. The Titans are ready. It's just a matter of time that we start. Just a couple of minutes away. It looks like we're ready. New England Eagles against NYC. Just the news from the center is that New England Eagles have won the toss and they've elected to bat first. That's going way down the line. And the stretch for the keeper. It's way across for Usman Ashraf to get into his reach with Rahman Mazhar. Early on, testing the ability of the keeper. Hope he's not hurt himself. Patton Jr. On the pads, there's an appeal, but they'll get off the strike. Good news for the New England Eagles fans is that they opened their account here. Wame Patton Jr., 18 matches and 200 runs, who's played Empire State Titans, New York Titans now. On your screen, Mario Loban. We've seen 5 matches and his wicket taking with 5.89 being his economy. Got a wide slip. Can say that's a flying slip for Viru Parekh. Started with a wide, then onto the pad against Rahman Mazhar. He's ready. Much better and controlled from Parekh. An all-rounder in the team, 6 matches and 3 wickets. Usually likes to open. The bowling. Goes around 7.5 and over, getting nip back onto the batter. I'll take an easy single. Comes down the track. I'm sure there might be some bat involved. That's why the umpire looked disinterested. Really, the season hasn't gone in the favor of these two teams. They've tried everything from their end. They've put in all the efforts, but it's a funny game, cricket, every time when we speak about how mysterious the game can unravel, unfold. And all ones on his jersey, Viral Parekh. Difficult for Junior to collect the ball. Patton Junior, the keeper for the New York Titans, NYC Titans. 4 runs so far with the ball remaining. And Rizwan Mazhar scored 51 runs of his 6 outings. Has bowled him nicely, first down and clean bowl. What a ball by Viral Parekh here. Straight away, a wide leg by and right on the cue here. The best thing for the batter is that he did not lose his foot. What a toe-crushing delivery that was. Look at that from Viral Parekh. Right there, comes in, gets a good shape, tailing inside, and Rizwan Mazhar goes to his pavilion bag to tell what has happened on the crease. One of the openers taken a successful over for the NYC Titans. Viral Parekh, courtesy. Arkanchi, the new bowler for Titans. He's ready with spin. Gives some room, but fielding might be the concerns in the early start of the game. Will not be cribbing just because just the game has started, but they'll want to tighten themselves a little bit more accurate on the field side. Presses forward and defends. That's Ravish Kanchi, another all-rounder from the team, jersey number 7. He cuts away and he's found the gap. Looks like that, and it'll be chased for the big man here. And the boundary for Usman Ashraf here. Great piece of timing. Played it late, knowing where he's to find the gap from both the fielders. Look at that, how he rocks back deep into his crease and lets the ball come close to his bat. Neither of the fielders getting their hands on the ball. 5 matches, 3 wickets for Ravish Kanchi. Economy that can be improved with, which goes around 10.40. Much better, getting the drift. Smart captaincy, knowing where the cracks are on the surface. We've seen how big of a turn in the very first game. How curving the ball turns here on the surface at the ovals. There's a mid-off, but still they'll take a single. Good running between the wickets by the opener, Usman Ashraf, and the Maheshram, who's come to replace Rizwan Mazhar. With a ball remaining, we still stand to see what Kanchi's got in his bag. In the slot, there's a fielder at long on. We'll just allow them to take one. 2 overs done, and the score's at 10. Usman Ashraf and Maheshram batting.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Viral Parekh to go to, especially after that 1 wicket. He's getting good shape of the ball, tailing inside to the right-hander. Using closer to stumps, that's been his go-to spot. Gets difficult for any batter, especially a right-hander, to pick that in-swinging delivery when a bowler's bowling closer to the stumps. Look at him, how close he gets to the stumps. There's the nip back, and he is delighted with that wicket, especially of Usman Ashraf. Looks like they've got hold of both the openers. It was Apurva Maheshram. My apologies. And that one going down the leg, he did not have to fiddle with it, but he's just given it as a gift to Viral Parekh, who's looking absolutely on point today at this match at Ovals. Great piece of bowling from Viral Parekh. They still got that adroitness in them. The same enthusiasm they'll be playing with as if they're playing the first game of the league. It shows a lot about the character of the team not to take any games lightly and play everything as a championship final. Great work by Viral Parekh. First wicket, it came sharply inside into the right-hander, a toe-crushing Yorker. Barely anyone would have had an answer to that one. And it was Rizwan Mazhar who fell prey. And then later, one going down the leg. Even if Apurva Maheshram would not have medalled that one, he would have got a free run with an extra delivery. But he decided to tease it a little and brushed on his edge. That's why you'd see on your screen, we have Rishikesh Bodugam, who'll supersede the shoes of Apurva Rakesh. 5 matches, 67. 35 is his highest, scored 7 boundaries and a 6. On the rise, soft hands and a good single to take Rishikesh Bodugam off strike. How about this start for the NYC Titans? 2 wickets in the power play, having 2 fielders outside the circle. No room, no real length from Viru. That's his jersey that states, but Viral Parekh has got all ones instead of sevens as a jackpot. That might be his lucky number, but right now at the minute, Viral Parekh is one at the spot for the bowling side. 2 wickets straight away in the power play, getting on the throat of the opposition. Now to get against Viral Parekh, they'll have to bat their skins out here. And a diving effort in the outfield. Desperate measures to contain that boundary. Good support for Parekh from the outfielder. They haven't got any protection. There was a long chase. And there's the discussion about the games. I'm sure the players were not playing. Gets down again using the trick, but way far across. Even with the left-hander, that would be a wide. This time Viral Parekh does not get lucky to get the edge, faint edge from the batter. Having Usman Ashraf, 111 runs in 5 matches, 47 being his highest for the New England Eagles. Gets no bounce, was expecting some bounce there. That's why he stood tall with no footwork, but not bounce. This has been uncanny nature from the pitch, giving us turn, giving us bounce, at times stayed low. A real exam for the batters. A very good ball in the end to finish off his over. 7 runs in his 2 overs and 2 wickets, and 3 overs done. Overall, the scoreboard sticked on 14 runs.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Ravish Kanchi with the second over of the power play. For himself, he's bowling the 4th in total. There's a lot for the teams to be discussing upon when they go back, especially when the league is done for them. That the combinations they've played, how well the league's gone better for them, or what factor or the facets could have been improved. Especially when you're playing every time, when you wear your jersey on and come out, it's very different. Every game teaches you a different lesson and gives you an opportunity to explore. That's how he'll start exploring here, with 2 fielders outside the circle, goes around the stumps, getting some room, saw the opportunity and swept the bowler across. Rishikesh Bodugam, you can see that on your screen. He read that, gave himself room across the stumps, and a couple of bounces, 4 runs. Paddle sweep, there's no protection there. Is there? I don't think so. 2 fielders, he might have taken the fielders up there, and now he's trying to move one of the fielders from offside to the fine leg. Smart placement from Rishikesh Bodugam. Now this is one of the shots that justify that T20 is just not the game of power, but it is also the game of placement and composure from the batter. Nicely flighted, much better on the offside, giving no timing and room. Ravish has got one more ball before he makes it up for the over and finishes it with a dot. End of the fourth over, 24 on the loss of 2 wickets, having Usman Ashraf and Rishikesh Bodugam. The NYC Titans so far in the league, recently they've lost with 27 runs. We see Viral Parekh continuing with his third over. Again, a great in-swinger, getting good zip off the surface. You want to make it a little more difficult and hard for the batter to come down for him, and then get that bat and pad gap. We've seen in the first game how well Najaf Shah and his team were able to get hold of the surface, assessing the conditions early, and players made rash decisions by playing unnecessary risky shots. Leaves that to pass to the pouch of the wicket keeper, Patton Jr., the keeper of NYC Titans. Punched off the back foot, will get one. And the last game was a victory for NYC Titans against Manhattan Yorkers, who thrashed Somerset Cavaliers actually, and then NYC Titans were trounced by the Somerset Cavaliers by 70 runs. That was a big defeat, and then the Philadelphians won against them with 32 runs. New Jersey Stallions with 7 wickets so far. The only victory that the NYC Titans was able to get was against the Manhattan Yorkers in the very first game, losing by 78 runs by DL method. Becksworth Lewis. That might have spoiled the momentum of the game for them. There'll be a lot of ifs and buts that went into game. Has taken on, has he cleared the infield? Yes, he has, but there's a fielder, Mario Loban, stationed at the boundary line. Just 3 runs so far of the over, and that's the dugout of New Eagle England after losing 2 wickets, hoping that this partnership can blossom. Nicely punched off the back foot. Is looking in good nick here, Rishikesh Bodugam. Straight away in 7 balls, he's overtaken his fellow partner Usman Ashraf. Looks like we've concluded an over. Oh, wait here. There's some confusion with the batters. Expecting that there might be a loss of wicket. And yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is Usman Ashraf who was fuming upon Rishikesh Bodugam, who went a little ahead of the time, and there was some miscommunication which took place between both the runners, and we'll be able to see when there's a replay on our screen. Just figuring out what's just happened. Usman Ashraf is walking away. And look at that. He pushes a nice push, and there was communication between the batters. They were ready for a run, a little fumble. And what has happened here? He called him, and he's not even turning around, and they're still having a conversation in the middle of the pitch. How about a little tea break? This is disastrous. And the conversation goes on. The ranting still goes on from Usman and Rishikesh. This is absolutely disastrous from Rishikesh and Ashraf. They've lost a wicket and given NYC Titan a gift. Ravish Kanchi with his third over with a new man, Patil inside. Why would you want to call a batter for a run, and then when he's halfway across, the ball wasn't there, and then turn him around? Even if you want to turn around, why is there no attempt from the batter to come back? Just stand there and talk to him? Is there any protection? No, over the head of the mid-off fielder, and they'll get 4 runs. After that bad run out, they have managed to score a boundary. The head, nice flight. It gives room. Rishikesh Bodugam. My apologies, it is Patil, the new man who's on the crease. It is Rishikesh Bodugam. A little lag from the score side. We apologize for any inconvenience. We'll be fixing this in the back end, just so that there's no hindrance in your enjoyment. You can full-fledgedly make use of the visual on your screen. The gameplay, summer day, and still reflecting upon the game that's happening Saturday afternoon. Yes and no call. This is much better, except for that one that he was putting it in the radar of the batter to hit him. This is much better. He can hold himself a little bit, pull his length back, and ask the batter to come out. Will not be easy. There's that line, there's that appeal, and Ravish Kanchi finishes the over. Just one boundary in that over from Rishikesh Bodugam. New England Eagles lost early wickets in the power play. 3 already down, with 1 with their own fault. That's with the run out. Got a nice jersey with yellow and blue. And that'll be eating him up, the guilt for the run out for his fellow partner Usman Ashraf. And looks like they've summoned Mario Loban. He's troubled the batter with the bounce he gets from the surfaces. He bangs his shoulder, hits the deck hard, tries to take early wickets, making batters look like they've played on their own fault. Going way out, way outside, and oddly around the legs. He hasn't got that long run up, and you see that with his pace when he comes into ball. Much better. He's rectified his line and the length. Will start bowling, will stick on to that, and then slightly will pull his length back. The power play is ended, and this is the 7th over after the power play, and the fielders, 5 fielders outside the circle. That gives fielding a little bit of liberty to station 5 fielders and control the run flow. The batters will still have an opportunity to finish 1 and 2 runs inside the circle, just like that, with soft hands dabbed across. With a wide dot and then a single. Just like that, a scoreboard is back and working. Seven matches, 12 wickets. His numbers look good. He's clipped up well, nicely. Should have been a chance. Again, miscommunication from the runners inside the ground. They've already lost 1 wicket. They should know the consequence of having miscommunication. Look at that. He clipped that nicely onto his pads. And difficult to tell and define what Kanchi was doing, Ravish Kanchi was doing there. Was a chance, but will go down for Amit Patil. 18 runs in 5 matches. 2 times he's been caught out and 2 times being bowled with a risk of being run out. On time, that's how many times he's been dismissed in 5 matches, and 5 matches have come with his 5 dismissals. On the other hand, Mario Loban is just trying to heat himself up, warming up in the first over. I doubt he's going to go wicketless in this match against the New England Eagles. There's that zip back from the surface. Patton Jr. on his toes. A ball remains before Loban finishes his over. Interesting, will be interesting to see, having no pressure, nothing to save, how these both teams will play. Will they go around with the freedom, or will they still be chained with the responsibility to finish up and upscale their position in the points table? End of the over, 7 done, 39 for 3.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Three overs from Ravish Kanchi and 3 overs from Viral Parekh, and an over from Mario Loban. I'd be much more interested to see who will accompany Mario Loban. He's taken wickets for fun in this league, Mario Loban, when playing for NYC Titans. We may see as we progress, we get deeper in the innings. He'll try to use the surface to his benefit. That's Seacharan, Emmanuel Seacharan, who will come to bowl. "14 matches, 5 wickets for Emmanuel Seacharan. Jersey number 200. Finally looks like a leg spinner. The first leg spinner I'll be seeing in the day. He's using his wrist a little more like a leg spinner, but his bowling off spin. What an effort here from the outfield. Ravish Kanchi sliding to save that boundary. Left arm off spinner was coming diagonally to create that angle to get the outside edge and force the batter to hit that aerial shot where he's got the extra covers fielder. Look at that. That's the plan he's got. One more time in the direction of Kanchi. He's been a busy man today, with Rishikesh Bodugam batting on 18. They'd be looking to find boundaries. Before Usman's wicket, Rishikesh was able to, but now with the field being spread over, nicely bowled, pushed into the gap. Should be able to get at least 2. It's crucial if you're looking for a second run that you take your first run hard and run fast, and that'll allow you to complete the second run. But if you're happy with one, just with that comfort, you'll never be able to complete the second one. Was a half chance with that inside edge that gave a little ray of hope to the bowler. We've seen wickets fall quickly. There's that vicious turn of the surface in the first few overs, but now looks like they are building a partnership. 43 for 3 after 8 overs. Loban back into the attack. From 7 of the over, he'd want to curtail the extras that he's given and get to the regular basics. Much better. There's that bounce we spoke about that he'll use to his benefit. There's one of the bowlers who's known to hit the deck hard, generate that bounce, forcing the batters to hit up in the air having no control over their shots. .27 and over as the current run rate. There's that hard deck hit, but he's got well in control of that shot. Playing right under his eye, played late. Look at that one, and the replay. Was waiting for that one, and one bounce and gets 4 runs. Rishikesh Bodugam. The boundaries have come fluently from his bat, except for his running between the wickets with Usman Ashraf and once with Amit Patil. His shots have been a full flow. Looks like he's got him, and Mario Loban has the last laugh. That stare, that death stare given by Mario Loban to him after he's hit him for 4 runs. Look at him forward and adjusted his length. This one went a little away from the stump and messes around with the top of off stump. Mario Loban gets the 4th man from New England Eagles. Superb adjustment by Mario Loban. Immediately, as soon as he was hit for a 4, he changed his line and length. You see him, he was bowling the previous delivery between the 3 sticks, where he gave a little bit of bounce from the deck for the batter. And then, immediately when he saw that the batter is getting comfortable with his bounce and playing it late, he brought it slightly a little fuller with a tad bit of outswing. And Earl Henningham, 3 matches, 27 runs, impressive strike rate. In 3 matches, 180 is what his striking tells. One time he scored 25, and then 2 4s and 2 6s. In the same game. Would that strike rate be fruitful against Mario Loban? Looks like that. He's deflected that one just with the pace of Loban. .4 wicket and a single with 2 balls remain. Amit Patil. Rishikesh Bodugam was looking nice, fluent and very friendly with the track. Has been sent out by Mario Loban on a ball before. Punches it straight. Rolling down, will get 1. A run late to complete their 50. Hopefully by the end of the over, they'll reach the mark. And the 50 comes up for the New England Eagles in the 9th over. Still with 4 wickets lost. They're going at 5.56 in over. End of 9th over. 50 for 4. 3 run. 7 off Mario Loban's over. NYC Titans and New England Eagles will have a game remaining after this one being played. They're looking to win. Either of the teams will want to win both of the games and upscale their standings on the points table. Amit Patil against Emmanuel. Right on the stumps, on the pads, gets his bat in time. Field change is suggested. They're getting a flying slip that usually goes back and stand. This is a fourth slip. I'm surprised to see a fourth slip come in. He's not driving. And he's trying to cut. Maybe he'll want to pull his length a little backward and give the batter the liberty to play a little bit more late so that he gets where the slip fielder is standing in the 10th over. This is nice, everyone running around to try to save that one run, but still the batter will be smart enough to complete that single. Nicely flighted, giving it more revs. This is a key as a spinner. Spin is the strength for a spinner, especially when you flight the ball up, shows your courage, that you're not afraid to be hit down the ground by the batter. The more you flight up, this is much better from Emmanuel C. Charan. He's enjoying bowling out here at the Oval. Still have a ball remaining, and he should still try to get hold of the batter. That frustrates the batter at times. They want to cash on spinners. And that's how it is, flighted. There should be a fielder converging, and he's dropped onto that one. Good bowling, but poor fielding. Ravish Kanchi, who dropped the catch of Emmanuel C. Charan, and Amit Patil being dropped on 8. Look at that one, how nicely flighted that delivery was. And Ravish had the time of his life to get underneath the ball and just hold it tight. And he spilled that one out. End of 10 overs, and we'll have a little drinks break. And we'll be back soon after the drinks break. We're back and running after a drinks break to give Emmanuel Seacharan company. We've got Rahman as the other spinner. Drinks break might have been a discussion for the loss of wicket and asking New England batters not to make any more mistakes, that they lose their wickets cheaply and just give away with no plan to the bowlers of NY Titans. Abdur Rahman, who played 2 matches and has been wicketless so far. This can be a game which is a jar for him to pick wickets and make those figures a bit more interesting. Bowls right arm medium according to his profile, but his bowling leg spin. All Henningham, 5 runs of 6, and Amit Patil. This is nicely flighted. So far, I've enjoyed seeing Emmanuel Seacharan, and his last 3 balls and Abdur Rahman has been good, where the flight is given. Brave work from the leg spinner to invoke and see if the batter tries to take him on. This is a big win if batters are trying to hit against this leg spinner. The more chances he gets, the more they try to play aerial. Much better, much better. And this is for any leg spinner or as a spinner. You are seeing this. More opportunity for you if the batter tries to take you on, especially as a spinner, gets more chances to get the part of the bat what the batter's not expecting. Just 3 runs will be off his first over. And 11 overs, 58 for 4 for the New England Eagles. 9 more overs to come.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
It'll be Emmanuel Seacharan after showing us what he can do with the sleight of his hand. He'll continue with his 3rd over against Amit Patil and Earl Henningham. Another 777 jersey for the match today. The first one we've seen in the first game. A triple-digit jersey. Most of the players have got double-digit, but I'm surprised to see a few players who've got triple digits. We've seen Chris Gale, the universe boss, who had triple digit on his jersey. 333, that was his favorite score, and good dance moves from Emmanuel Seacharan. Wasn't sure to get his hand first or foot first. He was just trying to save his foot from the blow of Earl Henningham. There's the turn. Persistent for a spinner is the key, because in the last 4 balls, how Emmanuel bowled, that was up, flighted, just what you've seen a ball before. And now he started again. He should give more flight, let it go away, and still continue to stick to the plan. 1 odd ball shouldn't make a difference for him, even if the batter is trying to take him down for a ride. There it is, that's wafted someone, and the keeper calls it his, and no mistakes done this time. Emmanuel Seacharan finally Gets hold of Earl Enningham. This time making not much trouble to the scoreboard, just 1 or 2 digits here. Look at the flight going across the line. That wasn't the ball to go across, and top edge into keeper's pouch. Patton Jr. finishing off what Emmanuel C. Charan had started. 5 wickets gone down for New England Eagles. Brings on Burhan Saeed after 5 wickets. Left-hander to the crease. 16 matches, 20 runs. Bowling figures look exceptional for him, but the batting has the scope. Can say that. While 5 wickets are down, and expectation and hope is a big tool in the game of cricket to keep your hopes alive and stay in the game. If you lose hope, you've lost the game. So does Burhan Saeed would say to his batting that I've still got hope to improve my scoring as a batter. Gets off the mark straight away with a full toss from Emmanuel C. Charan. 1 ball remains before we complete the 12th over. And is in his 3rd over. And so far has just given 11 runs. I'm expecting a flighted delivery. And he does so. And a catch being dropped. Oh no, dear. I thought might have come out of the pad and looked like the effort from the fielder who's at slip should have been taken. This is the second catch which has gone down. Look at the top edge coming off. Oh, clear edge. I need specs here. And he got a little too carried away. He thought that might be playing Ashes Test cricket. Exactly standing at that 4 slip. Will continue after this over. 60 runs off 12 overs. Abdur Rahman to bowl. It reminded me of Ashes, the previous ball from Emmanuel C. Charan and the slip position fielder. Just because how Steve Smith had dropped Ben Stokes in 2018 at Headingley. And then later on, we know what happened. That innings has to go down as one of the best from Ben Stokes in Ashes. That catch should have been taken, as the second time we've seen the fielders of NYC Titans doing the mistake. They have to hold on to another misfield. That's poor. That is absolutely not acceptable from the fielders. Easy singles, New England's. You got to put some pressure on the batters. They need to work hard. They might be your friends, but off the field, the coach would say the same thing to the bowlers and the fielders, especially when you've got 5 wickets. You'll want to expose the batting lineup a little more and test the tail enders, the lower order batters, to see if they'll be able to score runs off your bowling. Good reverse sweep here against Abdur Rahman and his bowling. And Viral Parekh gets hold of that one before it reaches to the boundary. There's play and ball flying across everywhere. Ball's able to go everywhere except in the hands of the fielder. Abdurrahman's bowling. They'll want him to abridge that middle order, and the tail order right now has got hold of him. What a delivery. That's quicker through the air and bangs onto the stump. Look at that. Bowls it faster and then middle stump, no real turn, and he's delighted. Surely with 1 wicket after his 5 matches, he'll have a stat to speak about him. He's got 2 more overs, an over and a half at least to complete after this. 6 wickets down for New England Eagles. New batter taking guard on his crease after dismissing Amit Patil. Just 4 more wickets away before they dispose the batting lineup of New England Eagles. Nicely flighted again. This is something that I've been amazed from the spinners of NYC Titans, that they've not been afraid to loop the ball up, and looks like that finishes the over. A wicket after 2 overs when Abdurrahman bowled. In total, 13 completed. Emmanuel Ceesharan with his final over to Burhan Saeed. 6 balls and he's got 1 wicket. Would be looking to get few more. Short and quick from Ceesharan. And look at him. He would be changing his length and the bowling style, which is bowling right now, quicker, flatter and shorter. Now he'll bowl looping, giving more air to the ball, more revs, allowing it to turn, get that turn out of the surface. The spinners were able to extract good use of this pitch. 2 wickets from the spinners and 1 run out. 3 wickets by seamers, 1 by Mario Loban and 2 by Viral Parekh. 1 run out of Usman Ashraf. It was Rishikesh Bodugam and his batting that he was able to express it in full fluidity, but the batters look like they are having a difficult time here, going out for the shots they like. Till I say that, it was too full up there to be hit, and it's been hit for first 6 of the innings here. Thanks to Emmanuel Ceesharan, the New Englands were able to hit a 6. 72 runs for 6 wickets. 2 more balls remain. before Emmanuel Charan finishes as quota for the day. That 6 should make it less worse for the batting team. The boundaries were dried. There were no real boundaries. Gets on the back foot and finishes off the over from Emmanuel Charan. 4 overs for him, 18 runs that he gave and 1 wicket on his name. 72 runs for 6 wickets, 14 overs completed. Abdur Rahman will be in action for an over before he runs out of fuel in his tank of the overs. Two more overs Abdur Rahman's got. He's in the hunt of wickets. As bowlers, this is... I don't know how the psych works, but every time a bowler's looked out for wicket, he's been expensive. But whenever they've tried to contribute to the team, searching just for the dot balls, and there's that big swing in the air, and is that a wicket? Yes, it is. Abdur Rahman delighted. There was a little lag, could not convey it, but a wicket for Abdur Rahman. His hunt continues. There's a question raised by the umpire, I reckon, just to check where the fielder's at. It will be a successful wicket for new NYC Titans. 7 wickets for 72. New England Eagles lineup shaking right now, trembling after losing 7 wickets. Noman Iftikhar against Abdur Rahman. They've got overs. They've got 6 more overs. I'm not sure what's the hurry for the batters to just go after the bowlers. They can spend some time out there, figure out who to target, and then later on express their shots. Just with 7 wickets down, it'll be very rash decision for the batters right now to go on after Abdur Rahman. The turn from the surface is able to manage to squeeze out Noman Iftikhar. Very close to the stumps, very close call, near to the stumps, and a day to remember for Abdur Rahman with 2 wickets on his name. 37 matches for Noman Iftikhar, who played for Manhattan Yorkers, New Jersey. New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers he was a part of. We'll go after Noman's stats after this over. 15 done, 74. Enjoying their meal, they would surely, because they're not a part of New England Eagles dugout after losing 7 wickets. That'll not give them any hesitation to gulp down their throat. On the other side, for New England Eagles, having 5 overs remaining and 3 wickets to be picked, Viral Parekh, who got 2 wickets and just gave 10 runs, is brought into the attack again. Gets thin air. And with Noman Iftikhar, it's Mallipalli. Vasudev Mallipalli, who's batting along with Noman Iftikhar. Noman being the new man. He was a part of Somerset Cavaliers, New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. Played for Manhattan Yorkers, now found his place in the New England Eagles dugout. Jersey number 4. Straight back at Viral Parekh. It has really put me into wonder and question the stroke making of the top orders of the New England Eagles. That 1 wicket, we cannot really harp about the wicket that they've lost in the run out. This is taking the leading edge, gets away and will be into the fence for 4 runs. A boundary coming with the leading edge for New England Eagles. Vasudev Mallepalli. That's the shot. He played and over the fielders running into the fence. At least that 120 on the very first game we've seen. It's not going to be easy on the surface to score, but at least 120, 130, they'll give that layering to your bowlers, saying that they have something in the bank. They've deposited. They can slowly, even if they're going for runs, there's some backup that they can express and fully try to execute the plan. If not, if they are bro-beaten, it's going to be difficult for any bowler to come in and execute the plans. With the ball remaining for Viral Parekh's over. 2 bounce and straight to long off to get 1. That's the over, and 4 overs for Viral Parekh. 17 for 2 for him today, and then overall 16 overs and 81 for 7 wickets. He's bowled exceptionally well today.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Ah, come on, cameraman. Let them be in peace. Come on, let the poor man enjoy a game of cricket. I'm not sure whose side they're on, but definitely they'll be happy with the meal. Is it always the cameraman who gets people in trouble? Cuts finally. But the game would be pale without their effort. The production team and the camera work. A shout out has to go to the production team for all the efforts they put in to bring out the best for our viewers to enjoy. A wild swing as he found the gap, deep mid wicket in place. Too full, Abdurrahman, who's bowling this final over. He can drag his length a bit back and ask the batter to hit him again with the same line. He's gone for the shot. We've seen him bowl much better, much better. If he's thinking that the batter, would go across the stumps, this length is good. The line should be between the middle and the leg. That's when he'll allow the batter to go against the line. Cries of catches, but will not be get caught. Poor fielding, Mario Loban. You would not expect him, at least from him, this type of effort. Two more balls before Abdurrahman finishes his game. And way wide across. That should have been stopped. And a typical fast bowler effort where the tall bowlers find it difficult to bend down and dive, and an extra effort. His penultimatum before he closes, and an inside edge survives. Noman Iftikhar to face the final delivery of Abdurrahman's spell. I'm anticipating him to give flight than bowling for a quicker or a shorter one. He should let the ball float in air. Has done that, and a dropped catch. This might have been a concern where NYC Titans would have been battling. Look at that. That went straight to Kanchi, Ravish Kanchi. This is the second catch dropped by him in today's match. How are the bowlers going to win you the match? 17 for 88 on 7. This could have been done way ahead of time from the batters of New England Eagles to explore and see how the fielders would notate when they take twos instead of one, put some more pressure on the fielders. That may have caused some panic between the fielders. A ball remaining with an over from Mario Loban, 94 for 7. Vasudev Mallepalli of 24 of 19. Full toss onto his bat, drives it to covers. Gets one to finish the over from Mario Loban. Third over finished by him. 18 in total, 95 for 7.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Surprisingly, few mistakes, few learnings that the batting team will take from the batting display they've shown today. New bowler for the very first over from NYC Titans. Siddhant Pillai. Right arm off spin. 7.40, his usual operating economy. Has got 2 wickets in 2 innings. His best bowling figure 8 runs for a wicket that he's taken. There's 12 balls remaining. The first one goes down. And similar innings in the very first match between Stallions and Cavaliers, where they scored slowly, and in the last final over, the sixes which came from Junaid Masood, giving 12 runs stacking for the Cavaliers total, helped them mentally for the bowlers to get that spot and get comfortable when they came out to bowl. Can happen again, same. The NYC Titans should not take this game lightly from here. 97, and those catches, if they would have been able to hang on to those catches and save some misfield efforts, the outlook would be different. The keeper skipped it, and the umpire may call it as a leg by. Yes. So far, 4 balls, 3 runs, an extra with the leg by. Siddhant Pillai trying to fire at stumps. Goes down. Has he found the distance? No, he's found the man here. A comfortable catch by Omkar. Siddhant Pillai gets a second wicket for him. Third wicket in total in his record, and first wicket of the game. He gave him width, but the fielder was there. He bought him, he induced him to hit the shot, and rightfully the batter's fallen prey for his tactic. Mallepalli Vasudev goes after scoring 24 runs. Samarth Tiwari, 23 matches, 19 runs. Team on 99. That ends the over. 3 runs and a wicket. He'll be chuffed with the type of over he bowled. Just 6 balls remaining. Who would the captain go to? Is it Mario Loban? There's 1 over from Ravish Kanchi and 1 over from Mario Loban. That still remains, and yes, it is Mario Loban. th and the 20th over being bowled by him, and then he was brought into the middle over phase where he pulled out a wicket after being hit for a 4. That smart adjustment from a crafty bowler helped him pick a wicket on his name today to Samarth Tiwari. Samarth being his name means courage. Would he be having to give some to his team today with the last 6 balls remaining? Right in the block hole. Quick single and a direct hit. And no overthrow this time. They'll still have to remain just because the fielders are up close. A good direct hit from Ravish Kanchi. Right on the middle stump. A grim day, Ravish Kanchi, that he's had today in the field, but they'll get better if his team's able to win. If not, with 2 catches being dropped by his side, he might think that he could have done better with the fielding. And cleaned up. There's the wicket. And you do not want to try anything whimsical against this man who breaks your stumps. Mario Loban got hold of Samarth Tiwari not long till he stayed. There it is. Wanted to take him on over his stumps and does not miss his mark. Just 1 wicket remaining. Would they be able to bowl them out? That net run rate will be helped for them to climb up upon the shoulders of New England Eagles. If the NYC Titans are able to do so, they'll definitely improve their run rate and a better looking points table for them, which they'll be happy to do so. Last man standing for New England Eagles. Joshua Dhanai. The last wicket, and Mario Loban has the last laugh. He gets it so easy. It was so easy to get rid of Joshua Dhanai. Just 1 Yorker, pinpoint, and the bail knocked off from the leg stump. So Joshua Dhanai was in trouble by Mario Loban. He made it easy for the tail ender of New England Eagles, who just came and walks away. 100 runs, and New England Eagles have been bowled out for 100. 101 for New York Titans to win, NYC Titans to win. And we'll join you soon from the second innings. 101 for the NYC Titans to win. That's the scorecard, which looks like for the New England Eagles. Usman Ashraf, that horrible run out between him and Rishikesh Bodugam. And Rishikesh Bodugam, 23 runs of 19, where he looked good scoring, but not too long till Mario Loban got hold of him with the slightest of the adjustment made in his bowling. And then Apurva and Rizwan got rid by Viral Parekh in the very first over. Then Amit Patel later by Abdur Rahman, Earl Henningham by C. Charan. That's what the scorecard looks like for the bowling. 2 wickets for Viral Parekh. Then Mario Loban with 2 wickets. Emmanuel C. Charan 1, Abdurrahman 2, and Siddharth Pillai. The fall of wickets 10, 27, 47, 40, 59, 65, 72, 99, 101, and 101. No real-time partnership constructed, and there was not many batters who could facilitate the innings, and the bowlers orchestrated a nice attack upon the opposition. That's where the score lands you to 101, 102 to win from 120 balls. And looks good for new NYC Titans to win, but let's see if the bowlers of New England Eagles have any answers to this. We'll be joining you shortly for the second innings. Has bowled him nicely, first down. He cuts away and he's found the gap. Looks like that, and it'll be chased for the big man here. The stumps. Look at him, how close he gets to the stumps. There's the nip back, and he is delighted with that. Gives you an opportunity to explore. That's how he'll start exploring here with 2 fielders outside the circle. Paddle sweep, there's no protection there. Is there? I don't think so. 2 field. Nicely punched off the back foot. He's looking in good nick here, Rishikesh Bodugam. Straight away in 7 balls, he's overtaken his fellow partner Usman Ashraf. Just stand there and talk to him. Is there any protection? No, over the head of the mid-off fielder, and they'll get 4 runs. After that bad. Looks like he's got him, and Mario Loban has the last laugh. And that's how it is, flighted. There should be a fielder converging, and he's dropped onto that one. There it is, that's wafted someone, and the keeper calls it his, and a flighted delivery. And he does so, and a catch being dropped. Oh no, dear. I thought might have come out of the pad and looked like Abdurrahman's bowling. They'll want him to abridge that middle order and the tail order. Right now, he's got hold of him. The batters look like they are having a difficult time here, going out for the shots they like. Till I say that, it was too full up there to be hit, and it's been hit for first 6 of the innings here. There's that big swing in the air, and is that a wicket? Yes, it is. Harp about the wicket that they've lost in the run out. This is taking the leading edge, gets away, and will be into the fence for 4. Trying to fire at stumps. Goes down. Has he found the distance? No, he's found the man here. And cleaned up. There's the wicket. The last wicket, and Mario Loban has the last laugh. He gets it.
By Yash Technologies.
Welcome back to second innings, where the NYC Titans will be chasing 102 runs against the New England Eagles. A pure dominating performance by the bowlers of NYC Titans. Now it's upon the batters how they'll take on or against the bowlers of New England Eagles, having 102 to win. We're ready with Burhan Saeed on your screen, bowling. Left arm medium. It's got 9 wickets in 16 matches. We'll wait a bit for the scoreboard to be updated. There it is with Omkar Zope on the non-striker's end. Satvik Adala and Omkar Zope, the opening partners. Satvik Adala and Omkar Zope, the opening partners for the NYC Titans against Burhan Saeed. They need 102 runs to win. Was the bowling dominance of NYC Titan bowlers. He's played 16 matches, Burhan Saeed. 9 wickets for him, with an economy of 7.02 and over overall. Satvik Adala ready. First match, fresh as a mowed grass. He hasn't got anything, and he may want to paint today on his statistics the way he would want. Zope gets the strike and he's ready. Coming from Baltimore Royals, have to hurry, and yes, they do hurry back. Direct hit or right throw might have caught Zope in trouble. But again, a good effort in the end by the fielder Apurva. Standing close, this is the time they'd want to put the pressure on the new batters and not letting them get away with anything. This is the time they're having less score, try to experiment as much as they can. You'd be surprised with the statement that I'm making, to experiment. But if the basics are not working in your favor, then they'll have to think something out of the box to get rid. The only way I see New England winning this is just by bowling NYC Titans out. End of the over. First over done, 2 runs.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
There's Rizwan, who got out early today, just for a run. Wicketkeeper batter for New England Eagles did not trouble the scoreboard much today. Noman Iftikhar to take on the second over. Some great shots of the outfield. And we're ready for Noman Iftikhar to start his bowling spell. What a spot that is to find a chair for yourself under the shade while this match carries on. They've given a slip for Iftikhar. And that's why they've given, expecting some movement of the surface. They'll have to attack the stumps. They'll have to attack, they'll have to try to bring the batter out of the crease and force him to play it rashly against the line. It's just patience and persistence that'll be required from the bowler. Playing a low scoring total, it's not going to be easy for any bowling team to defend. That's been smothered away. That's played nicely into the gap, and no way the fielder was going to stop that. He gave everything he had to the shot, and guess what? He got 4 runs. Good result and good timing from Omkar Zob, formerly played for Baltimore Royals. We need more boundaries. That might have taken Rizwan's face off. That delivery from Noman Iftikhar, very close to his face. Good comeback from the bowler. First hour. To stress the importance of the power play. Having 2 fielders outside the circle is an advantage for any team if they utilize. Just 2 fielders outside. That'll be wide. 4 balls remaining. The batter will just have to clear the infield to get a boundary. The tag that comes along clearing infield is he has to time the ball. Just like that, they'll be giving them at least 2 runs if he's playing in the gap. It's 2 fielders outside circle. This might be a better run chase for the NYC Titans, who've shown a better approach, hitting the ball, who are taking their chances to ensure they do not lose this game. Under edge of the bat, there's a fielder at fine leg, Apurva Maheshwaram. There's a miscommunicated run out between him and Usman Ashraf. Early stages. Their look, NYC Titans, to make a similar mistake and to be able to get hold of a couple of wickets early on. a question to the viewers. If not wickets, what may help the New England Eagles to win the game? Throw in your comments to see what you think from the angle of New England Eagles. If not wickets, especially just scoring 93 runs, and you've already taken wide balls, so an extra would run without saving any no wickets. I'll be glad to know what our viewers think from the game. Conclusion of the second over, 9 of 2 overs with no wicket loss. The New England Eagles cannot go back in time and rectify the batting errors that they've made. They'll have to leave it to the bowlers, then now confide them. Burhan Saeed to continue. Has just chipped it up, and the fielder's there to cut it off. Earl Jr. on your screen has had a quiet day today while he was batting, being bowled out the complete team. NYC by NYC. They already got 10, just 92 to score. They'll be looking for that boundary here. He's timed that really well. We'll have to see that will Earl Jr. be able to cut out. He does and saves 2 runs. Three runs to be precise, with them taking, the batters taking only 1. This can be a quick game for the NYC Titans. If they decide, just like this, if they decide to go big, but now Burhan Saeed says, how can they go big while the New England Eagles have me? And that's the first wicket. First cry answered by Burhan Saeed. Gets hold of Omkar Zope. There it is, wanted to go on into the long on. Up straight against the line. Bang on to the stump. That's it for Omkar Zope. Short period at the crease. We are up now with Patton Jr. The wicketkeeper batter for NY Titans. That early wicket should give a lot of confidence. Should bring New England Eagles back in the game. Thanks to Buran Saeed and his bowling. They'll be all pumped up. To left-hander. A good wicketkeeper for the NY Titans, especially in form of Patton Jr. Likes to talk, likes to guide the bowlers, knowing if anything goes wrong in bowling. It's easy as a keeper to regulate the game behind the stumps to watch what the batter is doing. That's what Rizwan can do as well with Patton Jr. and Sathwik Adala. An easy single. They cannot let them take away these type of easy singles. They'll have to put some more pressure on the batter here. The easier it becomes for the batters to take single, they're just going to get away by pushing it. Back of the length. That'll help Buran Saeed contain a run. End of 3 overs, 11 for 1.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Might see a bowling change in form of Apurva Maheshwaram. Spin being called upon. Wasn't a bad second over, which was bowled by Noman Iftikhar for 7 runs. Captain immediately replaced him with Apurva. This indicates us what the captain's thinking. Anyone or any over going above 4 to 5, he may not want to risk it, especially having less scores remaining that are to be chased. Great piece of flight from Apurva. Very well bowled. Between the stumps has been difficult for the batters to score. He goes big, he goes down, and a timely save with a good throw. Rizwan and Patton Jr., thanks to the throw, they just not only meet, but hug each other. Gives himself some width. Yes, no. A good direct hit. A very good direct hit, but lazy call from the fielders here. Good awareness from the batters to pick up a run of the overthrow. Once miss is an opportunity for the other person. To balls remain before this overs concluded by Purva Maheshwaram. Nice curve off the surface. 3 runs so far, nothing much. 87 required. 5.38 and over. Currently going at 3.91. Just the league happens every year. Remind you what's about to come. There's 3 spots that remain for the playoffs. And when the teams have come, especially with NYC Titans and New England Eagles. It's a good shot of the bat and a little pop out in the end before he threw. Takes the score to 16 after 4 overs, going 4 and over with 1 wicket down. Just 101. New England Eagles were able to score. When we talk about the league, players around the globe like to come. A huge talent oasis in the form of minor league cricket, where the players come in. It's open forum for everyone to join and mesh up with the players, sink and learn, rub your shoulders on with the best. A great platform, great opportunity for the players, especially who are looking to prosper. Back of the length, they'll be looking to propel, they'll be looking to drive that total. 2 more overs remaining before the power play concludes. An over again bowled by Burhan Saeed. The captain's gone to him. He's looking for another wicket. Great attacking strategy from the captain of New England Eagles. The game will be far from over if they keep Burhan's over pending. It's better to use him still in the power play. At least he can search you a wicket or two and deliver you with it. .85 required. Innings has been a little slow when compared to the bowling of NY Titans from New England Eagles. They're taking a little bit of time to make sure they've got the right fielders at right position. Not much to save, not much runs that they've got. Still, the game isn't over till it's over. Cannot take any run or any wicket for granted, especially when the surface at ovals is a bit tricky. The batters will have to get used to it before they adjust to the surface, knowing what shots to play, when to play, and who to play on. You saw that with the wicket Mario Luban took for Rishikesh. First one, he hit him on the helmet. The second one, he got into the position to hit 4. Then later on, with that slight movement of the pitch, was able to take his wicket. So it's about the players who assess the conditions early. It gives them the added advantage to use and exploit other opponents' weakness. Great save to finish the 5th over, 18 of 5 overs, and 1 wicket down. Satvik Adala batting of 4 runs after facing 16 balls, and Patton Jr. of 5 of 8 balls.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Apurva Maheshwaram to continue on his 2nd over of the innings. He's just given 4 runs, I presume. The timeline of his first over will indicate how many runs he's given. He's taken a extra fielder on the offside. But the batters decided to go the other way around for a 6 run. That's glorious from Patton Jr. Right into the bushes he goes. That was in his arc, and a great swing of the bat, getting 6 runs there. Patton Jr. will be looking for one more, but the turn here from the left-hander going away. Tried to sweep him. That was a good, mighty shot from Patton Jr. This time into the offside, has found the gap. It'll be a chase for the fielder. Very, very close to the ropes. Good chase in the end by the fielders. It runs already 76 only that is required. He'll be looking on to give another one out before the power play ends, and a quick single. Yet Satvik Adala has faced 16 balls and has only scored 4 runs. To my surprise, it should have been him going after Apurva Maheshwaram. Usually the batters build frustration if they're not able to score. I'm surprised looking at Satvik bat that is batted in the same tempo. He did not try to change his batting attribute with 17 balls and 4 runs scored. That's not only eating the balls up, but also they'll put some pressure on the non-strikers. But end of the over, 6 run power play completed, 27 off 1 wicket.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Burhan Saeed with his final over. I'm surprised to see Burhan Saeed with the final over the captain's given him. Picked up nicely. That's been dealt blasphemously by Patton Jr. Superb shot into the leg side. That's disdainful and having no respect for Burhan Saeed. He takes him on. Look at that one, how he uses his body weight in the replay. Just moves around in the crease. .69 only that is required. And what would Burhan Saeed have if there are no runs to be saved? That's why the captain might have thought that I may have to go with my strike bowler. This time cuts away well, and he'll get 4 runs. He can save his legs for a shot like that. The ball had enough torque to go to the boundary. Look at that late cut in that direction, playing deliberately, knowing where the fielders are at. Ten runs in 3 balls. This is a good over from Patton Jr. His mauling has brought down the run rate. And just to remind the point, New England Eagles, if they have to win, they'll have to pick 10 wickets. That's all that's been said. And easy pickings right now for Patton Jr., who's batting off 24 of 15 balls. And Satvik Adala, still a little rusty, trying to find his way in the game. He's only scored 4 of 18, almost like 3 overs. And finally, he is able to get off the strike and give it back to Patton Jr. That's his job. If you find it difficult, just give it back to Junior, and he'll score enough runs. We've seen one pickup shot from him that went into long on, and then one pull in the leg side and a cut for 4. He's displaying his array of shots. Patton Jr. ready to face the last ball and defends it, with Burhan Saeed giving 19 and a wicket off his 4 overs. And who will the skipper go to now after Burhan completing his 4 overs?
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
It is Vasudeva Malepalli. Who gets to bowl after Burhan Saeed. Looks like a left arm would be taking the attack, but I am startled looking at Satvik Adala play 19 balls and score 5 runs. As long as he's giving strike back to Patton Jr., that shouldn't be a problem. And much better. As long as the scoreboard is ticking, nobody would be having any complaints, especially when the NY Titans are looking to win this game. The NY Titans would want to fan the oppositions away, especially when Patton Jr. is batting in such good form. I want to keep them away from the points table and take on the lead on their head with a better run rate. The better run rate will give them the opportunity to finish 4th. That's better than 5th and the last position. They're sitting at the very bottom. The sweeper is there to collect it and send it back to the keeper for 1 run. What a tricky group structure for this division. East Division teams. Philadelphia on the 3rd spot, NY Titans, and the New England Eagles sitting at the last two spots. Back of the length, quick run, and they scamper back. .60 required. 5.60 and over is what the NY Titans are going at. Few more boundaries Patton Jr. would be looking to hammer in. Better cricket from Patton. From the time he's come onto the crease, singles hasn't been a problem for NY Titans. Less than 5 and over, which is required from the NY Titans to be scored an over. What can they do better here? The bowlers, especially when they are taking in for runs, what can they do better? Probably talk to the captain and ask them that they would be needing more attacking field, trying to save that 1 run. If they're going for a big shot, they're going for a big shot. With the big shot comes risk of they not timing it, but leaving that. Look at this, again a single there from the same direction. But if the batters are not going to play aerially and if they're going to go along the carpet, where's the risk involved? Where do you think the bowler is going to get the wicket? This is an opportunity for a captain to discuss this with the bowler and see if they'll be able to stop those 1 runs and put some pressure back on the NY Titans batters and ask them the right questions. He's played that nicely into the gap. He's played that nicely. He won't have to run that. That's too full. and is saying that that's keeper Rizwan telling him that he's using his wrist power, and the way he is generating is wonderful. A boundary. Look how big over it is. Nine of the over. Look at those singles. 5 singles of an over and then 4 runs. A very successful over. 8 runs, 48. Eight over done, and 48 is the score. Patton Jr. on 31. Satvik Adala on the other side. 8 runs of 22. Patton to take the lead. He's been in charge of this innings and he is running it on his own terms. Amit Patil coming to bowl to Satvik Adala. It's been pushed into onside. Talking about unsuccessful over, the previous one coming 9 off it. If the New England Eagle fielders are not able to stop ones and twos, and if the batters are able to get hold of a boundary, that's definitely going to turn the tide around for them. With 6 runs and over, that turns out to be like this, a big over. Patton outsmarting the bowler and just getting better and better while he spends his time on the crease here. 35 of 21 for Patton Jr. What a splendid shot that is. Seeing the bowler drop it short. See on your screen if there's any possibility for a replay before he bowls. If not, maybe some more time, and then he can go back and show you how well he played the 73 balls and 48 required. Six so far. Probably another boundary that they'll look for. Let's put that in the gap. A sweeper available. Well, let them take only one. 55 for 1, 9 overs done.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Samar Tiwari to bowl the 10th over. Needing 47 for NY Titans to win and 9 wickets for New England Eagles if they're planning to win this game. They need to plan a coup here to get hold of Titans wickets. Good turn of the wicket. Samad Tiwari. Going down the leg. He got that man there for the shot coming out from Patton Sathwik. A dot and a single. Changes made in the field by the bowler. For the left-hander, they'll be having a short covers. Mid-wicket being taken back. Silly effort from the fielder. Could have stopped that one run. Fielding has been the topic of discussion from first innings and second innings. The standout effort any team can produce is with their fielding. The batting can be different, the bowling can be different, but the fielding ground for everyone is what you can create your own chances. It is the efforts that you'd want your players to put in and how much dedicated they are for the team. Turns away, and Sathwik can hope that the umpire would call this as a wide. "12 of 29 for Sathwik. They're looking to come back for the second one. Remain happy with just one. 44 needed. After this ball, we might have a drinks break. It's based on the player's preference. As he put that in the gap, his timing has been to perfection. Nobody would complain upon the timing of Patton Jr. However, 10 overs done, 59 for the loss of 1 wicket. 10 overs and 43 runs will be required when we come back from the drinks break.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
We are back after a little gap with Noman Iftikhar with the second over. They need 43. How about we can just envisage thinking about a maiden? What are the New England Eagles? They're able to get hold of Patton's wicket and they're able to bowl a maiden at least. They'll push back the NY Titans off the back foot and they'll at least be thinking hard of the outcome. But it'll take a lot of effort from the bowlers if you're expecting a maiden with the field being opened. Just effort like this and balls like this. 5 more balls. He'll have to remain in the same spot and ball in the same area, giving him the same result. Good partnership this. Maximum runs scored by Patton Jr. Deliberately played in that direction. Easy pickings here. No hesitations, no confusions for Patton Jr. and NY Titans. As long as he's standing on the crease, the hopes for NY Titans to win this game remain high and steady. Survives getting under edge of the bat. Still it goes to the keeper. Most of the times you'd see that if the batter's unlucky, it chops back onto the stumps and moves the batter furniture. Will be a long day for New England Eagles, especially after losing this game. They'll think upon the game coming up, the last game in the run. And cleaned up finally, Noman Iftikhar. Finally with that breakthrough. Satvik Adala after facing 31 balls and he scored 12 runs. He goes the middle stump and that's the ball. Rizwan is saying that's where he's been pointing and directing to bowl. Finally there's someone to give him. On your screen, you've got Shashank Krishnamurthy replacing Satvik. Four matches, 50 runs for him. His very first team playing for NYC Titans. Highest of 28 against Noman Iftikhar. Will take his run up again. New man. Young gun. Shashank Krishnamurthy's got a slip in position. Good game for him to flex. Good game for him to try. promote him up the order, and see what the future looks like for the team NY Titans. If they can rely in the coming talent. Now this time it is Shashank Krishnamurthy that annoys Numan Iftikhar. Straight up, falling shot. Shot of the fielder. And that'll be a word from junior to Shashank Krishnamurthy. Talking about team bonding and communication. This is when the seasoned campaigners, the pros, help the amateurs leave that mark and come into the pro gang. Nicely played into the gap. They're looking to come back for a second one, but that good throw will keep them content with one. End of 11th over, 41 required of 9.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Samarth Tiwari, after that decent first over, who gave 4 runs off his first over, will bowl against Shashank Krishnamurthy. Still slip in place for Shashank. It's a great platform and an opportunity for Shashank to go out and express himself. He shouldn't shy away, should not think and sit back and play in cluster. Just keep rotating the strike and bring Patton back. That'll give him confidence too. Good ball, a very good ball from Samarth Tiwari. Credits to the umpires for facilitating the game. Without them, the games would be possible. A quick single right under the nose of the keeper. Rizwan. Patton batting on 39 of 27. 40 runs required. Couple of big shots that'll bring down the score, and they'll be thinking to finish it quickly. No real-time pressure we've seen from Patton when he was playing against any of the bowlers. 1 or 2 times that he's missed on his mark, but majority of the time he was able to get his shots. He was able to execute where he wanted to. A good striker of the ball. 2 balls remaining, just 2 runs. That came back in with a googly. He was expecting the ball to turn away. Good change of variation from Samarth Tiwari. Missing down the leg. And that ends the over. Another 2 runs of his over. 63 for 3 after 12 overs. 39 required in 8 overs.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Shashank Krishnamurthy batting 2 of 7. And Junior, who's found a good rhythm. He's been in a good flow of runs. 39 of 28. Looks like he's the only batter who's able to connect it from NY Titans. There was a full toss driven down to the fielder. By Noman Iftikhar in his 3rd over. I'm sensing something brewing up by Patton Jr. He's not scored a boundary. He likes to score boundaries whenever he can. But so far, in the last 3 overs, no boundary has come from Junior nor Krishnamurthy. And look at the awareness from Patton Jr. here. Good sense of awareness here. It's funny to see how Shashank Krishnamurthy wasn't paying attention and Patton Jr. knew where the ball was heading, and as soon as that overthrow was made, he called him for the second one. Great mindset. And just poor efforts, you can say that, from the New England Eagles fielders. They'll have to be well aware. Just 37 required. Knowing what they are doing, has found the gap. He's definitely found the gap, and we were talking about how Patton Jr. hasn't found any boundary in 3 overs, and now he does finally. The connection is so good from his bat, from Patton Jr.'s bat, that anything after he finding gap and piercing the field is definitely going to go to the fence. Single-handedly, after losing 2 wickets early on, he's able to make it for himself, and a good run. With 7 already in 3 balls, 32 are needed. "70 runs scored." Why is it the captain of the New England Eagles hasn't been able to analyze that the singles and the doubles are taken with ease, no pressure, without any hardship, and still there hasn't been an attacking approach? They were not able to coordinate an attack over the batters. If they're able to pull at least 2 of them inside the circle, a bit closer to the stumps, maybe they can think about stopping that single. This time it is Shashank Krishnamurthy. He has timed that well. Ball trickles away into the boundary. Look at that piece of timing from Shashank Krishnamurthy. 11 of the over so far. A ball remains. 28 needed. Make it 27 with the ball remaining. Iftikhar being thrown away. A shaky with his bowling now. A very tidy and ruly batting by Patron Jr. from one side, who was on 46. Sublime game from the wicket-keeper batter. Has cut that nicely. The fielders in place will be able to cut that. Lucky that it did not roll out in the boundary. And 2 more runs to end the over. That's 77 on your scoreboard with 13 overs going down. 25 required from 42 balls. Samar to continue on his third over. He's been brilliant with the bowling. They could have used him alongside Burhan Saeed. But it all happens when the game's about to end. That's when then you get the idea saying that I might have done this better. But the good thing about the game is that when you start it again, it resets and gets everyone out to 0. But not right now, where NY Titans look favorites. Oh, how big is that? Come on, you gotta be kidding me, Patton Jr. No way. What a way to bring his half century. Look at that. Absolutely huge. He's just smoked that one out. Wow. What a stroke that was from Patton Jr. through to Samar Tiwari. So far, he hadn't conceded any boundary till he faces him one more time. This one. Oh, no, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. This gets worse and things get aggravating for the New England Eagles here. They are just placing and pushing it towards NY Titans. Look at him. He's hit that firmly. The fielder was able to get in time, but not able to control it and allow it. And he's allowed the ball to go into the fence. 10 runs already of 2 balls. 15. Patton on the move. Required. How about that big 6? He hit that into the leg side. This time offside, did not time it well. It was a teaser for the fielder. They'll come back shortly for the second one. As he's getting close, he knows he'll have to seal it. Was a good ball. Got the outside edge, but timely dive. Fielding. We've been focal. The focal point of our discussion has been fielding. That how many chances from the New England Eagles, you'd see that just not to point have been dropped. Catches, chances, the field positioning, giving the chance to the batters with no pressure on them at all, not making things complex. It's been simple and as straight at it as it gets for the batting team. 12 required. Takes away in the gap, and he'll keep the strike for the next over. With 91, 14 completed, just 11 required in 36 balls. And it is very apparent. We know what's going to happen. Would the Titans be able to finish in this over? Joshua Danai, the new bowler. Against Shashank Krishnamurti, a good learning curve for Shashank Krishnamurti, batting in the shadow of Patton Jr. Starts with a wide. 10 required, a 6 and a 4, or 2 sixes if Junior decides. Or Krishnamurti decides for 3 fours, a 6. Everything on the menu card for them. But he decides to give back the strike to Junior. That 6, which he Wayne Patton, that he hit, that was absolutely in the oblivion. 19 matches, 259, 59 being his highest score. Today he might take that on. A full toss, a juicy full toss. How can he miss on a delight like this? This is hammered straight into the side screen by Wayne Patton Jr. 63, he overtakes, and just 5 remaining to finish the innings off. Beats outside edge. And 58 being his highest score, he overtakes it today with 63 score against New England Eagles. In the block hole. He'll just smile. It's because more 2 balls remain. Let's see if the Titans will be able to complete in this over. Gives himself some room. What a fantastic day. Looks like he's pulled his back. Fielder was trying to throw the ball. Wayne Patton Jr. stifled New England Eagles and made them pay for the mistakes they've made. Poor fielding today. Just push that softly. Coming back for the second one. He should be nowhere near the fielders there. And just 2 will be required. And let's see who's finishing this game. Is it Shashank Krishnamurti, or will he give the strike back to Wayne Patton Jr., who's brilliantly scored 64 runs by mauling, crashing the ball on every side of the ground. They're on 115 overs. Two needed. The man in action is on your screen with Samar Tiwari to required. And what is it going to be? A single, and he's looking for just one. Just scores equal, just one run remaining. That will bring NY Titans to 5th spot. We'll have to wait to score that winning run. The points table, and that'll be a 4 points for NY Titans against New England Eagles. Much better, testing their patience. Somewhat, the run rate would also improve. Now just one needed here. 65. You'll have to be impressed with the batting. How Wayne Patton Jr. executed his shots today altogether. And that's it. Looks like that's going to be the winning runs. One more misfield. And it has come in a circle, the game. How the game started with a misfield has ended with a misfield here. And that's the team of NY Titans saying that the game's done and they'll be delighted to finish the game off with a win. They're happy chappy, and they've entered the field here. They're still looking surprised just to understand if the game's finished. Yes, the game has, and NYC Titans have won the game by 8 wickets. And the man on your screen, Wayne Patton Jr., is smiling now, but he wasn't when he was batting. He made the bowlers cry. That 6 into the leg side was the biggest of the lot against Samar Tiwari. 65 not out in 42 balls. 6 fours, 3 sixes, 154 is strike rate. Omkar Zope's wicket after losing it early for 7. It was Wayne Patton Jr. alongside Sathwik Adala, who played 31 balls, 12 runs. It did not matter to him when Shashank Krishnamurthy came. Rotating the strike gave him back. It was single-handedly Wayne Patton Jr. on his shoulders drove NYC Titans to the victory. With 5 extras bowled by New England Eagles. That's the scorecard, keeping Ravish Kanchi, Viral Parekh remain to bat. Let's take a look at the scorecard. Burhan Saeed with 19 runs. His last over was expensive. And then Noman Iftikhar being taken on. Apur Maheshram with 2 overs 13. Somewhere the bowling could have been better if that was supported by the fielders there. So New England Eagles going back to their dugout will have something to reflect upon and talk about their fielding efforts. And you know why? It's just because of this game and the summary. You see that NYC Titans pushing them down and taking that 2 points and getting on to the 5th spot. They'll be looking on for another victory to take from the opponents they'll be facing soon to get on to a 6-pointer, but the run rate will be a crucial part. That's it from the summary, where it says that it was Vasudeva Mallepalli from New England Eagles who scored 27 runs of 23. It was then Rakesh Bodugam, 23 of 19, who was looking good. Then Mario Loban, who got 3 wickets, able to chip in and take the wickets for fun. Abdur Rahman, 2 wickets, improved his statistics today. And Viral Parekh, who got 2 wickets in the early start of the game, setting the tone, making it easy and simple. Later NYC Titans, it was Wayne Patton Jr. who took the limelight away and was a shining bright star of the innings with 65 not out alongside Shashank Krishnamurthy, 14 runs, 15 balls. That's it from the game. Was interesting hosting you guys. I'm Abdul Mukhid and will be looking soon to join along with you guys in a minor league game soon. That's it and have a good night. Easy for any bowling team to defend. That's been smothered away. That's played nicely into the gap for the NYC Titans. If they decide, just like this, if they decide to go... But the batters decided to go the other way around for a 6-run. Picked up nicely. That's been dealt blasphemously by Patton Jr. This time cuts away well, and he'll get 4 runs. He's played that nicely into the gap. He's played that nicely. He won't have to run the tide around for them. With 6 runs and over, that turns out to be like this. A big over. Patton outsmarting the bowler and just getting better and better in the run. And cleaned up finally. Noman Iftikhar. Finally. Knowing what they are doing, has found the gap. He's definitely found the gap, and we were talking about how Patton Jr. hasn't found any boundary right now, where NY Titans look favorites. Oh, how big is that? So far, he hadn't conceded any boundary till he faces him one more time. This one. Oh, no, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. This gets 59 being his highest score. Today, he might take that on. A full toss, a juicy full toss. How can he miss on a delight like this? This is...
You're watching the 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Yash Technologies.